10 ways na nasasaktan ang inyong mental health. Sa pagitan ng recent pandemic spreading like wildfire, ang pagkawala ng ating mga trabaho, and the usual stresses of daily life, it's no surprise na ang mental health natin would definitely take the brunt of it. Ang video natin ngayon ay mag-a-address sa mental health awareness natin ngayong panahon. Normal lang talaga maka-experience tayo ng depression, anxiety, loneliness, at ibang emotional pains dulot ng psychological climate ngayon. Today, ipapakita namin sa inyo ang mga bad habits na hindi nyo akalaing makaka-compromise sa inyong mental health. Stay tuned to the end of our video dahil ang last item sa ating list ay prevalent talaga sa society ngayon. Number 1. You're constantly trying to be productive. Sa ating fast-paced and results-oriented na hustle culture ngayon, minsan napapansin natin na we're just doing our best to be productive at all times, na hindi na tayo nagtitake ng time para mag-isip, at ang bad habit na ito can negatively affect our mental health. Ang consequence nitong mindset ay ang karamihan sa atin feel a deep need na mag-stress sa ating mga sarili para masabi lang na nag-e-effort tayo. Kahit na nagre-relax lang tayo, which ang main focus is to recharge ourselves para maging productive tayo mamaya, we find ourselves worrying more sa ating trabaho at commitments sa halip na mag-set aside ng oras para mag-think and reflect. Ang pagiging productive all the time o kaya nararamdaman nyo na you need to be the best ay makaka-amplify sa ating anxiety. Don't push yourselves too hard. Most of the time, okay lang na mag-break kayo. Number 2. Trying to be too nice. Ang kindness at malasakit ay sadyang nakaka-epekto sa parehong giver and receiver in a positive way. Pero hindi natin akalain na baka may mga negative effects din ito, especially on the part sa giver. Marahil na mag-aalala tayo if whether or not we're being nice enough o kaya sapat ba ang nabibigay natin sa ating kapwa. Ang subconscious mindset na ito can increase our anxiety at marahil na masisira nito ang ating self-image kapag nag-iisip tayo kung paano tayo napiperceive ng iba. This can be a huge drain sa ating mental energy. Kailangan nating tandaan na ang ating personal mental health needs muna ang dapat ma-meet before we can give it to other people. Kapag makakalimutan natin na mag-set aside ng kaunting kindness at compassion para sa ating sarili, malamang na we could find ourselves suffering from burnout or depression in the long run. Before we continue on the rest of the video, please like the video and subscribe for more health and wellness tips. Pwede ding i-click ang bell icon to get notified for any new videos from our channel. Number 3. We bottle up our feelings. Before tayo mag-respond or react to any given situation, kailangan muna natin ng oras para mag-proceed sa ating nararamdaman. Difficult emotions kagaya ng anger, grief, o kaya sadness. Ang pag-bottle up sa ating mga emotion na ito may feel easy sa mismong moment na yan, where most of the time kailangan nating maging mature or professional. Pero marahil na dinadamage natin ang ating mental health and overall well-being in the long run if we continue to make this our go-to na response sa stressful stimulus. Kapag napapansin natin if ang mga stressful events na ito continue to bother us, huwag nyo ito hayaan na maging drain sa inyong mental energy. Instead, speak up tungkol sa inyong long-held grudges, otherwise it's going to hurt you the most. At ang increase sa internal tension at turmoil na ito ay dulot dahil sa increase in pressure by bottling up our emotions until they explode. Oftentimes, violent din ang pag-release ng repressed emotions na ito at makaka-create ito ng conflict that would have been easier to handle in small doses. Number 4. Spending too much time alone. Ang lahat sa atin obviously needs some me time every once in a while. You see, taking time para sa ating sarili increases our physical and emotional health. Pero pag inaabuso natin ito and keep to ourselves all the time, marahil na magiging hadlang ito para sa ating mental health and personal growth. Kahit nga mga introverts ay kailangan din ng kaunting level ng daily social interaction nila para ma-ward off ang kanilang continuous feelings ng isolation. Sadyang consequence ng pagiging cooped up inside every minute of the day, especially ngayong pandemic, can cause loneliness and depression to creep up sa ating psyche. Subukan yung mag-call a friend, video chat with a family member, o kaya take a short walk if hindi nyo na matandaan ang last time na lumabas kayo. Find someone na makakausap mo whenever you want. Otherwise, you could be harming your mental health. Number 5. Never setting goals. Sa daily news at happenings at the end of our fingertips at ang constant ping at drone sa mga notifications sa social media constantly playing, marahil na mabilis lang talaga para sa karamihan ng tao to get distracted sa mga noisy stimulus na ito. Ang karamihan din sa atin, especially sa pandemic ngayon, see their plans at ang kanilang big picture para sa future getting cloudier and further away over time. Para naman sa iba, ang feeling of stagnating ay dulot dahil wala silang goals in the first place and they never really took the time para mag-imagine sa kanilang future. To begin with, ang mga long-term goals at dreams nila take a backseat sa kanilang mga day-to-day distractions. Either way, if hindi kayo nagsiset ng goals o kaya, if you're not working towards them consistently in some way, marahil ang feeling of uselessness na mararamdaman mo will contribute negatively sa inyong mental health. Subukan yung maging laser-focused on what matter para sa inyo and your future. And you might just notice na ang mental health nyo will be happier and healthier for it. Number 6, we compare ourselves too much with others. Kailangan natin tanggapin na ang conventional perfection is an impossible ideal. At habang madali lang sabihin na we all make mistakes and that nobody's perfect, sadyang napapansin pa rin natin na kino-compare pa rin natin ang ating sarili sa ibang tao. Especially with the rise of social media na parang highlight reel sa buhay ng mga ibang tao. Kapag nakikita natin ang success nila, we become insecure and anxious para sa ating sarili and our future. Sadyang mabilis talagang i-apply ang expectations at ideas na yan when we compare ourselves to others. You're doing everyone an injustice kapag hindi kayo nagpo-focus sa mga bagay, skills at talents that make you unique, kagaya ng potential growth nyo. Kailangan din natin tanggapin na marahil may ibang mga tao who will always be better than us. Pero dapat hindi natin ito gawing hadlang para sa ating personal growth. Otherwise, palagi niyong mararamdaman na inadequate kayo. Mag-concentrate kayo sa inyong path to personal growth. Ang lahat sa atin learn different things at different paces at different times sa buhay natin. Where you're at right now sa inyong buhay is just as valid as where everyone else is. Number 7, not getting enough sleep. Sa panahon ngayon, insomnia is no joke. With all our worries centering around sa pandemic, pera at ang future natin, it's easy to find ourselves tossing and turning unrestfully in bed. Subukan yung mag-off sa inyong phone or tablet bago mag-decide kayo to turn in for the night dahil ang pag-skimp sa ating hours ng quality sleep can seriously harm ang ating mental health. Ang sleep deprivation ay makakadulot ng iba't ibang uri ng psychological problems from consistent trouble to stay focused to increased irritability. At kapag nagsastruggle tayo initially with other mental disorders, not getting enough sleep can make things even worse para sa atin in the long run. Next time hindi kayo matutulog, subukan yung mag-play ng white noise o kaya some soothing music para tulungan ang iyong isip to relax. Number 8, you don't take mental health days. Ang karamihan sa atin feel na hindi nila deserve ang extra day off, especially sa ating hustle culture ngayon. Still, normal lang talaga na kumuha tayo ng day off para sa ating mental health every now and then, especially if ang trabaho natin has us experiencing intense stress. Taking a whole day off away sa stresses ng trabaho natin or other duties can do wonders para sa ating mental health. Ang relaxation ay hindi exclusive para sa mga tao who have worked hard. It's something na kailangan nating lahat in order to stay healthy. Ang habit ng overworking may seem insignificant and at times baka isipan pa natin na beneficial ito para sa atin. Pero ang mentality na ito can severely affect ang performance at mental health natin in the long run. Breaking these habits can be a real challenge, pero ang pag-eliminate nito as early as possible has a profound effect sa ating mental health in the long run. Ngayon na alam mo that mental health days are important, you can now be mindful throughout ang inyong araw para ma-avoid nyo ang pagsabotage ng iyong mental well-being. Kapag nagko-commit tayo sa routine that avoids interruptions, distractions, at overstimulation, mapapansin natin that we feel calmer, more balanced, and healthier. Number 9, you maintain toxic relationships. Kailangan natin tanggapin na some people just aren't good friends or partners. And the sooner na matatanggap natin ang masakit na katotohanan na ito, the sooner we can limit ang amount of time and energy we spend with them. And consequently, the happier we will be. If gusto nyong ipahinto ang burden ng mga tao na ito sa inyong mental health, huwag nyo silang payagan na mag-rent ng space in your mind. Marahil na ang presence nila sa inyong subconsciousness will make you feel negative at i-increase din ito sa inyong self-doubt. Instead, subukan nyo na putulin ang friendships or relationships na nagdi-drain sa inyo or set boundaries within ang relationships na yon and stick to them. Number 10. Starting and ending your day on your phone. Ang karamihan sa atin ngayon, especially us millennials, are inseparable sa ating mga gadgets. While beneficial naman ito in some ways, most of the time ang type of connection na ito can be more harmful than helpful, especially kung magiging itong big part whenever gumigising tayo at bago tayo matulog. Madali lang i-form ang habit of picking up your phone kapag gumigising tayo and end the day scrolling sa mga daily highlights ng mga ibang tao. May mga tao din who even charge their phones right next to their beds. Ang emails, to-do lists, social media feeds, at mga games just serve as a barrage of distractions that cloud your mind at the expense ng inyong mental well-being. So at least subukan naman ninyo i-minimize ang inyong interaction with technology as you start and end your day. At yan ang mga subtle ways we hurt our mental health. Hopefully, you learned something from our video today. Thanks for watching and God bless!